There are games that make you feel bad for having so much fun going to war. Araknie here, and I'm saying that Mercs is one of them. This is a really simple title that does almost everything really well to the point where you don't need complexity to make up for it. The story also is about a bunch of mercenaries being hired to rescue the president so that they don't start a world war. Understandable, since starting that kind of thing in the 90s would probably mean going nuclear. Just like now. That's why wars are now so complicated. Open intervention could spell disaster for the entire world if handled poorly. It's just a mess. The gameplay is really simple, but I want to spend a few words on it. They make it so you're rewarded for managing space, since you can roll out of the way like future games of the genre. You get lots of winning items, even if it's not much, but if you almost never get it, they're gonna be enough. And also you get a full life upgrade that's permanent. Oh, that's a very peculiar game of this game in general. They've got you covered all the way beginning to end. Even if you die, you don't lose your upgrades, and more. They transfer your weapon level from one to the next. Very generous being from 1990 on the dot. It's really true what they say, what becomes popular isn't necessarily what's good. I think so because Mercs is certainly a great breezy experience that's perfect for your extra time. 30 minutes or so and you'll be done. What a nice thing. Unfortunately, there's only one character, but that's the trade-off when you've got access to permanent progress. I'll take it. There's gonna be other games for many multiple arcade playthroughs. As long as you make something unique about it, like in this case, I'm fine with it. Especially since level design and exploration is pretty surprising for a scrolling shooter. You get to go to the sides and find out other hidden items. The weapons are pretty classic, so I won't describe them, but that includes all the little food items. You have a timer, yes, but it's not so affecting, so if you just keep moving at all times, you can explore and you'll be able to get everything. I also wanted to briefly talk about the Mega Drive port. It was done by Sega themselves, so it contains an original mode. It's something where you have to go through 8 original levels and find people, buy stuff at a shop, and progress. I didn't like it much, I always lose all my people on stage 2 or 3. If you find the original arcade hard, this mode on console is just a ripping difficult. I honestly thought they were adding permanent progress things like Super and Gone or other similar adaptation, but not this original mode. You gotta start from the beginning if you finish all your soldiers. I had hoped to start from the last finished boss if that happened, but nope. This was supposed to be a versus review, but I was unable to complete the Mega Drive version, so that's a bunk. Didn't like that at all. Let's go back to our boy. Bosses and enemies are pretty typical. It's a good thing in the sense that there's not too many bullets on screen at all times. What you gotta do is be preemptive and keep moving, like I was saying, but also anticipate bullets from your enemies a bit. No need to overthink it too much, they move pretty slow. I'm not very good, but I can get good at this in 2 or 3 playthroughs. That's not an unreasonable request considering it's an arcade game. Graphically also, I like how seriously they took the assignment. They just made it very natural looking without getting too wacky. They reserve that stuff for the bosses. They start pretty normal and grounded and then you get this. A super mega train with bullets and lasers shooting everywhere. Ah, okay then, fair enough. While keeping the same color scheme, so it strangely fits with the rest of it. Good work, Capcom. Musically is also pretty inspired and I was surprised to hear this was from Manami Matsumae. She usually makes tunes for Mega Man games, so you can imagine plenty of happy-go-lucky times, but this time she made a whole war movie-inspired soundtrack. And she's good at this style too. Honestly, one of the most underrated composers of the time. She keeps popping up in titles from this era, so it must mean something. Well, I have to admit that Mercs is a 9 out of 10 game, no doubt about it. It's just what I wanted from Commando and more. I didn't even manage to finish that one, while this cabinet just oozes with quality from every angle of it. If you wanna see me play the games that I will review, plus some extra stuff, catch me on Twitch at Araknie Retro. It's my natural habitat, you see. Until next time, ciao ciao!